Hi, everybody. Hello. Back. More of this. More of this. It's more of this thing. This thing right here, it's more of it. There's more of this right here, right now. Yeah, it's time for animes. Last time we got to the train yard. Trains. I love trains. I could sing a whole song about trains and how much I love them. Wait, no, that's not this game. I dread when I will inevitably have to play Final Fantasy VIII because as it's a garbage game that I don't enjoy. But, I mean, at this point, I might as well play all three of the mainline Final Fantasy games. I love that trick. It's a good trick, friend. Oh, okay, they're healed by ice. Cool. Good to know. Let's try Bolt. Damn, magic really doesn't do much to these guys. Alright, so magic doesn't really do much to the little dragon guys. So there's a good item in this rough area. I think it's the next screen that the enemy appears in. There's an enemy that has a good thing for Eris that I'm gonna probably spend forever trying to steal. Like, it's the only time you really get a chance to do anything about it. So, kind of. Oh, ooh, he gained Cross Slash. I used Braver enough to gain the second level 1 limit break, I believe. Yeah. The Cross Slash doesn't deal as much damage as Braver, but I believe it has a chance of paralyzing the enemy. Like, it just stops them dead in their tracks, which is good. Yeah, there's a potion or something here. Oh, and there's another garbage can that I can inspect. Right. So how are you doing, Radazazel? The only person who has spoken up. Oh, it's this enemy! Yeah, prepare to see couldn't steal anything for a while. Because none of my characters have any luck worth a damn. Tried streaming earlier. Oh, what were you trying to stream? Dang it, he put to sleep my... You know what we can do? We can attack her. Of course Cloud would... You, Cloud. Oh my god. Hey, Squares. There we go. Yeah, silence the person who's not really using any magic right now. Cool. Good plan. This is gonna be like the first of two like really boring fights to watch because I'm just gonna be trying to steal weapons. There we go, striking staff. Okay, we can kill this guy now. I am still on Namek, yes. This is Midgar. I think we should be getting out of Midgar pretty soon. Maybe this stream. Okay. So the striking staff is pretty good. It's got 2 more materia slots. It boosts her attack up the hell and back. And it looks amazing. Alright. She's also still silenced? No. No, she's not. Okay. So yeah, we can just go ahead and start killing those things just straight up when we see them now. I don't have to spend forever trying to steal other stuff from them. Her 4th limit break is pretty great, but no, I don't think, unless it, like, just naturally happens, that is not going to be a thing that I would be doing. And if you may remember from earlier, this is where the train was. So yeah. Hey dude, what are you doing? Well, that's a little depressing. Ah, there goes Wedge. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Well, yeah, I remember your name as a Star Wars reference. It's so weird that they always kill off the character named Wedge, even though Wedge lived. Wedge lived through every major battle in all 3 movies. He was the opposite of a red shirt. He's the guy who lives. Don't worry, you let me handle this. You let me handle Wedge falling and breaking his back. I don't have anything to say. Oh yeah, I love him, man. That's a sense of beauty. Yeah, maybe because I realized the reference makes no sense if you kill off the character who lived in all 3 movies. Strange and wonderful little place where I go to jerk off in the corner, I think? Maybe? What? Aw, this game's so weird. There we go. So this makes sense. Biggs died. Biggs fucking ate it. But Wedge always lives. And I'm gonna try and save Cloud's limit break here. Oh shit, I got back attacked. Let's book it. Oh wait, that's right. Fuck. Come on, run away. That's right, because Eris left our party immediately after we get a new cool weapon for her. She leaves our party, but we do get all her materia, so I should probably put that on 5 at least. And then usually you don't want to do this, but I want the AP for it, so I'll make her a little weaker to gain ability points. Sure, I guess. Well, I think you were a little big for your britches and attacked 2 high-value targets in as many days. So, yeah, maybe that probably wasn't the best idea. Oh no, it was Biggs that died. It's Wedge that doesn't die. I had it backwards. It's Wedge that dies, but it's Biggs who lives. It's Wedge who lives, but Biggs who dies. Biggs fucking eats it in the movie. Yeah, there's a ton of easy stuff about Wedge. He's the one who lived through all 3 of the major battles. It's Biggs that fucking just eats it immediately. Wait, does he have any potions on him? Yeah, he blew up both Death Stars, or helped at least, and also did a bunch of stuff during the Battle of Yavin. Not Battle of Yavin, Hoth, Battle of Hoth. This is why I was saving Cross Slash. If I can paralyze him pretty much immediately, that would be great. I didn't paralyze him. Oh well. I don't think he has anything worth stealing. A lot of things don't have stuff worth stealing, especially when steel is kind of garbage in the hands of people with such low luck. What? I guess it hit before it registered the pyramid, yeah. Later! Damn! It's a time bomb! That's how you can tell he's a bad guy. He hits women. He's the baddest of bad men because he hits good people. That's a bad guy. Well, say goodbye to Sector 7. Razzle is for dramatic escapes. Okay. man, that poor slide. Look at it. Jeez. That poor slide. That's a good touch that his gun arm makes a clang. So this game, I feel, is like, despite its translation, is actually pretty well written. Oh, shit. Yeah, remember, Cloud walked off on his fucking own because he's a dingus dongus! Yeah, I think it's pretty well written. It hits a couple of emotional spots, but like the translation doesn't really do it any favors, except for being pretty charming. It's a pretty charming translation. Now we have our party back. Okay, let's get this materia off of. Well, not this one. Maybe that one. Depends on his fuck stat. Status. Luck. Okay, so Cloud has the best luck out of everybody here, so we're gonna slap steel on him. Yeah. You better have a weapon you can depend on, even though I don't really sell any weapons. Yeah, the guy are still sick. Why are you even here, dude? No civilian casualties. What? They dropped the plane. What? Hold on. They dropped an entire section. They dropped an eighth of the city on people. Oh my, what? Yeah, there you go. If you took the kids, if you found the kid's 5 gil and then left it where it is, he gives you a turbo ether for free. You only trade items for gil. What else would you trade them for? And it only depends on the color of their skin. Oh wait, no, this is in America. Okay. Item? No. Okay. Right, okay. I forgot her name is Elmira. Oh look, there's Biggs and Jesse. How old are those two? My god. How old are those two? What? Hold on. been avoiding the Turks for like a decade now, I guess. They're really bad at their jobs. Like, they knew where she lived. They never moved. It was the same house, and they just let her live there. Like, seriously, what stopped them from the last couple of years that her character model has changed, that they just didn't want her? Sigh. Push it to the limit. He's a good dad. He just has an important job, terrorism. Being the #2 most wanted man on the planet. How do people get to work in the Shinra building? Do they just live in the Shinra building? I mean, I guess that makes sense that they live in the Shinra building. It's a fucking megacorp. Why wouldn't they want to live in the building that they work in? What's his excuse in Advent Children? I mean, he's not even in Advent Children. Is she? No, she is. What is his excuse in Advent Children? I don't think he has an excuse in Advent Children. I think he's just a bad dad. I think Barrett ever accidentally shot himself. Probably not. Considering he is still alive. Yeah, he's there for like, I don't know. He has 2 lines, I think. Let's see. He has like 2 lines. I don't think Kate Sith speaks at all, which is a blessing in disguise because, oh my god, his voice. No, Tifa's in there. Tifa's got a pretty good big part in Advent Children. Everybody else gets at least 1 line, except for Kate Sith, who gets no lines, as is the correct choice. That is the correct choice when dealing with Kate Sith. Ah, the sense materia. I don't think this does really anything. Uses the sense command. Oh boy. Did this have difficulty settings? No, it did not. There's only 1 difficulty setting. Do I need healing? Nah, it's worth the 10, I guess. What if he shot himself in his own leg non-lethally? Let's see what's been going on since the plate fell and Don Cornero. Hey, it's you! I already heard about you. Only like cultured. Listen. No, like the smashing and grinding things is a thing. It is actually directly related to that. So. But is it really phrasing if that's exactly what the context is? Nothing worth taking. God. Materia stores really suck as long as you're staying like on top of materias, because like there's nothing really going on. Let's see. Don't push, hooligan. I should probably save. I haven't saved in a while, I don't think. Oh, I saved at Ayers' house, whatever. All I've really missed is, like, talking to people. More strength. More and more strong and big. You the batteries, you kind of need those to progress, so. Wow, I don't have any? Yeah, like, I think Mithril was only, like, mid-tier in the first Final Fantasy, and after that, it's just been, like, low-tier garbage. Whoops! anybody here. But I think there is an item that you can get. Or do you miss out on it? Oh no, it's right there. Yeah, that's the only benefit to not getting chosen is that you get a Phoenix down, and even then you have to fight like a million dudes who that just like they don't take forever. They're all super weak, and like they die easily. But you like have to fight them. Thing. Golden shiny wire of hope! No mercy! How'd they get that high up to graffiti that? This is a really good song, by the way. I like this song. Oh, there we go. I know that there's been a remake on the... There's been a demake on the NES. But I'm not sure about the SNES. Okay, this part is annoying. I could have sworn it was when the sound starts, but I think my sound might be fucked up a little bit. There we go. Dang it, I have to do that. Fucking... Yeah, the NES one kind of looks bad, I'm gonna be honest. I hear it's pretty faithful up until, like, the game's first disc ends, and then it just rushes through the story. Badass pose consisting of roughly 12 polygons. No! We're going through the front fucking door. I'm not doing the stairs. The stairs are funny once in your life, and I've done it twice in my life. So guess what? Front door, here we go. No, I'm not going to grind for carbon bangles, but I am going to try and steal a better sword for Cloud, because I know that's, like, on the 64th floor or something like that. But nah, I'm not going to steal for I'm not going to grind for carbon bangles. Yeah, the hard edge. Hey, Edmund! Shameful. I'm sure these things are over here will never come up. Here's the store. Hi, history's greatest monster. How are you today? Now let's cure dark. Let's get some of the cure darkness. This is really ominous music for showing off the newest cars. One headlight. So long ago, I don't remember when. This is like a really trippy, like, presentation. You don't get much more 90s than this. Oh, I don't think you can get these until, like, way later. Maybe that's just how they suck cars on that planet. Maybe. Yeah, she does. Didn't want to do that. Oh well. You feel sorry for these mall cops? Kind of, yeah. Like, the elevator door just opens and 3 people just shoot them to death. And shoot them, beat them with their fists, and slash them with a giant sword. I think these are the things you can, like, grind, Bengals from, but I'm not thinking so. Yeah, they have a really cool gimmick where when you hurt them enough, they lose their armor, so they gain a lot of evasion. It becomes really hard to hit them with physical attacks. These aren't the things you grind bangles from. I'm thinking of a different robot. Ah, here it is. Yeah, you can, like... Yeah. Not doing it. See, I'm not gonna grind for it, but if the opportunity presents itself, then of course. Yeah, hey, see, look! Gotten one! I think there's a number of flaws in design with it. Oh, I love this! If you do enough fights in this elevator, you can actually meet him a second time. But 459 is where you get off. Oh, pish posh. Yeah, gun on arm immediately equals greatness, don't you know? Yeah, we got the key card 60. Key card 60 lets us get up to the 60th floor. And from here on out, it's a puzzle. Puzzle dungeon. Also, extremely nice. I like how they're just on the honor system. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Get out! Get out of here! Get out of here! I mean, it's a good thing that they're they're so short-staffed today. It was an FMV, yes. Also, I screwed up because I thought they were doing something. So, I'm showing off what happens when you screw up. Yeah, that's it. They get, like, their evasion gets way higher, so Tifa and Cloud have trouble hitting them with physical attacks. Their attack accuracy is actually fairly good, though, so, he's better at it. It's a good thing they're so short-staffed today and don't have enough guards to cover all of the statues. Is what I was trying to say before I got caught. And then you don't need a keycard to get up to 61 because it just takes the stairs. And, like, there's nothing really to do on 61 except talk to people, I think. Gotta go to work. Yeah, there we go. We needed to talk to him in order to get the 60-second key card. Ah, yes, okay. Give him the money! Oh, that's right. I think you're supposed to look for, like, the book that's in the wrong thing. So this section has everything to do with urban development. So if we find a book in here that's not about urban development, then that's... Yeah, so... Okay, so... B, because it's the first word, it's the first letter. So the way this works is, it's really hard to explain without being able to point. So that number is how many letters you need to count into. And so you get that, and then you're supposed to unscramble it and find a, find out the password from that. But yeah, so because there's a bunch of books about urban planning, so science. Yeah, that one's B. Yeah, I think that has something to do with science. Genova Project, yeah, science. Ancients in history, probably. File Dr. Gas Biologist. Length. Yeah, there we go. So, 5, 6, 7. S. Is it I thought it was S. Hold on. It's S. So this is all about space development. E. I think I know what it is now. I think because he only has a certain set amount of answers that it can be. So, peace preservation / weapon development. Okay. But I think it's best. Yeah. Yeah, so we have BSET, and from there you can just unscramble it and say it's best. What were the books in the middle of space development? It's like the economic reports of the space development program and the failed results of a space mission. Best! Never thought you'd get it on the first try. Elemental. Ooh. Elemental materia is actually really good. You can so if you equip your elemental materia in the armor to a linked slot, then you gain resistance to that element. So if I were to combine it with lightning, I would gain resistance to lightning. And also, if I put it in the weapon, it would actually add that element to my weapon. So like so. So now my sword has lightning elements attached to it. So he gave us the keycard to 63, but there's some stuff to do here. Let's see. We can open 3 doors. Okay, which 3 doors to go?
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going all right. I see you're playing Final Fantasy still.
Yep.
You're in... Where are you at this point? Shinra? Is that right?
Yeah, this is in Shinra.
It's the Shinra Electric Company.
Ooh. Yeah. Who, for some reason, is a giant, powerful megacorp that can basically control time and space.
Yeah, it doesn't make a huge amount of sense, especially since they're only in one city in the whole world, but...
No, they're in more cities, it's just that this is their main city.
Well, they do have a monopoly on all electricity, so I guess that would probably be pretty, that would make you pretty wealthy.
I forget which doors I opened to get all 3 of these. Oh, of course. No. Let me start over, because like there is a way to get all 3 coupons. There is a vent that you have to crawl through, but like... Like, you have to open up 2 doors. Can't crawl up.
It's funny, because I played this game a lot when I was younger. I don't remember this puzzle, like, at all. But I think I always skipped a bunch of Shinra.
Yeah, that's probably for the best, but, like, there's some good stuff here. So the problem is trying to get into that middle room without opening 3 doors. Oh, I know what. Duh. Okay. I got it.
Good.
So you crawl into the vent in that one after opening 2 doors, and then you can leave this room that I'm about to go in and enter. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Good work.
I did it. Are you eating?
Maybe, yeah. I made a pizza.
Like from scratch, or?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, turns out it's not that hard.
I know it's not that hard, but I'm still bad at cooking, so... There we go, got all of them.
Thing about cooking is it's easier than you think, except for making something. Some things are harder than you think, so, you know.
Someone say cooking.
Somebody said cooking.
Somebody said cooking. I made a pizza.
Oh, I made a pizza. Awesome. What kind of pizza?
Just pepperoni and jalapenos.
Ooh. What kind of make your own sauce? Make your own cheese?
I did not make my own cheese, no.
So, I got a 4-slot, which is kind of bad. It has really awful defense. It has okay magic defense, and it has 4 unlinked slots. But, like, it's pretty much trash garbage. I also got an all materia, which is nice.
Always
I also
good,
got a
yeah.
I also got a star bangle, which is an accessory, which protects against poison. So let's get that to Cloud.
I need a pizza again. I mean, I still got my sourdough started and everything, so I can make a dough at pretty much time I want.
It's not scratch if you don't milk the cow from self. Well, if you want to make an apple pie from scratch, first you have to create the universe. So that's a
I
Carl
figured you
Sagan
might
thing.
say that.
Yeah, it's a Carl Sagan thing.
He did say that.
Yeah. You did. I was actually going to make like a cherry pie probably tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah, the store had a bunch of cherries on sale, and
Should I
it's
try
cherry
it?
season, isn't it?
do it. Do
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
I don't remember what this does.
It makes Cloud work out.
Whew! Better quit pretty soon.
I mean, you've seen his upper arms. He needs to work out at least a little bit.
Cloud never met. Cloud's arms are like Popeye arms. He's very strong, but he's got tiny elbows.
I've got
Just
this
snap like
big
a flea.
head and tiny little arms. I can't grab anything. That was a
Okay.
good movie. Oh, there's a Phoenix down in here. If I remember correctly, there's like one item. There's like one item per row or something like that.
It's not really worth it, but okay.
No, but I want to show off something. What is this? A megaphone? Hanging on to this won't do any good.
Oh, is that Reeves? Walker?
That's Kate Sith's ultimate weapon. Yeah. It sucks
get
because
it.
because Cloud's like, I won't ever need a megaphone. That's stupid. And it
It
turns
would
out,
be weird. I'll never team up with a cat that commands a robot with a megaphone. That's dumb. That would be really stupid.
anyway, that was this floor. You get to rob some lockers.
What's really weird is Kate Sith is also in Crisis Core and also before Crisis. So I guess Reeve has just always been really into robot cats. It's just his thing. He just likes them. It's not something he created like because these people are doing this, they need to be watched. No, he just has a robot cat that he has.
He likes being the robot cat.
He likes being a robot cat that has a Scottish accent for some reason, even though he does not.
Oh, that's right. There's this floor has a bunch of like Midgar parts that you need to grab.
I like all the weird all the weird enemies in this game are great.
Yeah, this game has
like-
really good enemy design.
Is this like a fish made of an ammo belt?
Yeah. And saws.
And
It's
sauce.
It's a fish that's also like a handsaw. It's great.
Technically, it's a robot, but I mean...
But it's a robot fish thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Tifa is furied, which means that that her accuracy is shot to shit, but her limit bar goes up really quickly.
Her limit is not amazing though. But
I can argue it being useful.
Kate Sith's limit is crap. That's for sure.
Kate Sith's limit is garbage.
I still used him because he's dumb, but
I hate Kate Sith, honestly.
I like the bit where he dies and then another one just shows up. I think that's funny.
It's like it makes a big emotional impact about Kate Sith dying, and then like 2 seconds later he's like, "Hi, I'm Kate Sith too."
Yeah, he's like, "I'm a robot. Here's another one. Sorry." Sosagome has pointed out that Kate Sith is from Celtic folklore. Yes, I know, but it is a robot. It's not a real magical cat.
He's a robot cat that rides on top of a robot Moogle.
Right, like Reeve is talking through a microphone. Why he's like doing a Scottish voice into a microphone, I guess?
He's basically LARPing.
There's also actually the best Kate Sith scene is the one where it shows them in like a boardroom and he forgets who he's talking to.
Oh yeah, no, that's how they figure out who he is. That's how they figure out it's Reeve. Because like, they're like, wait a minute, hold on, you're Reeve, aren't you? He's like, no, yes.
For sure, I'm not Reeve. That'd be silly. That'd be ridiculous.
No, I think it basically goes, you're Reeve, aren't you? He's like, yeah, you got me.
Pretty much.
Whatever.
Who
I don't give a
cares?
shit anymore. This whole company's going to crap. I don't give a shit anymore. Yeah, I'm Reeve.
It is bizarre that he is like the character that's in all of the Final Fantasy things. Nobody else shows up in all of them. Just Kate Sith. I don't know why, but he does. He hung out with Vincent when he was in a bad shoot 'em up. He hung out with Cloud and Zack and all those people.
Phew! This guy says. Brilliant conversationalist.
It's nice to know that Shinra is an okay place to work, though. They have like a rec room and everything.
Yeah.
And you can go to sleep in one of the rooms. Like, you can just sleep. It's awesome.
Well, I mean, the Shinra building is basically a city. It's a megacorp. Of course they're gonna have, like, accommodations for, like, their employees to live in the building, so that way they can just never stop working. You're never not working! True. It's great!
What are they doing, though? They don't have anything to do.
Energy things!
They just run an electric company.
Gotta flip the switches. You gotta press the button, make the electricity go through.
I always flush the toilet before I have them climb up, because I don't want any mysterious poopies on Cloud's shoes.
Oh, Cloud. He's so handsome. Look at that face. Look at that. Rugged.
Look at those luscious eyelashes.
Mm-hmm.
Those square hands. Powerful square
Damage
fists.
is estimated at 10 billion gil.
Oh, that's... I have no context for that.
It's 10 billion gil.
No, billion with a B.
It's a lot of gills.
Yeah, it's a lot of gil. 1 gil is like a half a penny, so it's not really that much money for blowing up like half the city, but I guess that's fair.
Oh look, here's Hojo. The guy who ran the cult house.
It's Hojo.
I love his hotel.
Yes. I remember later when you go to, is it Casa del Sol? You can find him just hanging out and going to sleep. He's having a good time.
Yeah, like he's just hanging out with some girls in bikinis.
It's funny, Sega's ain't Game Gear.
I can't get the contrast on this thing to work at all. You gotta play it in complete darkness, otherwise you just can't see anything.
Pretty sure there's Sonic happening on here somewhere.
What the hell are you talking about?
The Game Gear! Did you never play Game Gear?
It's like a Game Gear.
It's like the Game Boy, but Sega made it, and also it had a color screen and a backlit screen before the Game Boy had, like, any of those things. And
yes.
As a result, it was impossible to see in anything except darkness.
Yep.
Whereas it was like the opposite of the Game Boy, where the Game Boy was impossible to see anything except in complete, like, bright light.
What about the Sega Nomad? Everybody's favorite console.
I never had a Nomad.
Nobody had one. That's the point.
I remember seeing a thing for the Nomad, and I really wanted one, and my mom refused to get it for me. But I was like, "It's a portable Sega, Mom!"
It ran on like D batteries, and it lasted for like half an hour. You probably were all right not having one.
You know, for having been a big-wig soldier first class, like, Cloud doesn't know what anybody looks like.
Well, he wasn't, though. Was he?
Shush, you be quiet, shut up.
He's just very, very bad with faces.
He's got a big sword, though, so it's okay. He's got them Mako eyes. His eyes are shiny.
Where's my tranquilizers? Yes.
Okay, you got Mako eyes because they're charging me up.
Is Mako eyes anything like Betty Davis eyes?
Yes.
Okay.
What's weird is, like, Cloud, like, hardly ever says anything. I mean, he doesn't say a whole lot in this game, but, like, people remember, I don't know.
He says a lot in this game, actually. Yeah, he says a lot.
He says some things. I guess that's true.
You're kind of remembering him wrong, because everybody remembers him wrong, because the expanded universe remembers him wrong.
I was trying to remember, I think it's, I guess you're right, I'm probably remembering it incorrectly. But it's true that he does have shiny eyes, because that's a plot point also in Crisis Core as well. That Cloud gets eyes that are glowing. Because they read Dune, and they thought that was cool. So they put them in there.
To be fair, that is pretty cool.
Dune is very cool. I'm not going to deny that that's the case, but...
I'm glad that spike balls and flying sawfish don't like hurt employee morale or anything.
I can't wait
to work here.
I can't wait to run into the soldiers and spend an hour fighting one of them, so that way I can steal a better sword for Cloud.
You don't need to do that.
I do. I
feel like your inability to enjoy RPGs derives from this need to do everything. You just gotta let go. You just gotta be chill.
To be fair, I'm not actually grinding out the carbon bangles. At least, I just happen to steal them, and when I do, that's cool. And when I don't, oh well.
What do the carbon bangles do again?
They're just better armor. They're like the best armor at this point in the game. I usually like to steal 3 of them because they're pretty good. Because I've got like 3 slots, 2 of them are linked. I I really do want that sword though, because the sword is a pretty big upgrade for Cloud. I'm trying to find soldiers. Come on.
Please, I just want to kill some soldiers, God.
Please, just give me some good soldier boys to fight.
Please. Please. Just walking up
No,
to this man.
this isn't
standing
what I
over-
want at all. It's this weird enemy that's just a big screen with a hand on it.
How do you run into that?
I don't know. Warning! Warning! Oh, okay. That's right, lightning does nothing to this thing, even though it's a machine.
Well, it's powered by electricity.
No, but
So-
electricity is good against robots.
That's true, but think about it, it doesn't make sense. Wouldn't they be, you would think they would be stronger with more electric power.
You'd think, but
You'd think. Use your brain. Now that's using your bees.
It's why I just remove all of the transformers on all my chargers. Because more electricity is better.
Right, yes.
sir, yes, why did we put a laser gun to the stop sign so we can shoot anybody that doesn't try to stop, you fool?
Yeah. In Final Fantasy VII, they don't give tickets, they just shoot you. It works very well.
Yeah.
It's some RoboCop shit.
Come on. Where is this one enemy? I just want to fight one particular enemy. Please. For the love of God. There they are. Time to kill one and let the other one live forever so that way I can fucking steal from it for an hour.
Wait, what are you gonna do?
This is like when people say they play Final Fantasy VIII and they just draw things for an hour. Like don't do that.
No, but unlike drawing, this actually has a pretty good reason why you want to do it.
Also, you know, like if Reeve has the megaphone, the ultimate megaphone already, why doesn't he just give it to his robot
I
already?
don't know.
Like it's in his locker.
Yeah, it is. It's
He
almost
just forgot,
like
I guess.
It's almost like it's a stupid thing to put as an Easter egg. Like, haha, we get. Oh wow, that didn't take long at all. Okay.
Oh, that's great. That's good news. Because I didn't want to watch you steal things for an hour. That would be boring. But
Yeah, no. There's a reason why I'm not actually actively stealing a ton of carbon dangles, because nobody wants to watch that. But yeah, those were members of Soldier, specifically third class, aka the shitty soldiers that just got hired. It's like their first day on the job or something, and you murder them. Good job, hero.
they were just one day away from retirement. Okay.
Yeah, see, look, it jumps up from 18 to 32, and I also get 2 more materia slots, so it's worth going after to steal. But now
Can't you
I've
buy
got
one of those later?
no. I don't think you can ever buy a hard edge. I think you can only steal it.
Hmm.
Hojo's a little too attached to that dog. Like, I can understand liking good doggos, but that's a little bit too attached to the dog, Hojo.
He's a good dog, though.
He is a good boy, yes.
Don't you ever just pet your cat and said, "My precious specimen"?
Yeah, that is what I named my cat.
I call him Specky.
Yeah.
I like how Genova has one really weird colored nipple.
It's true.
But only one.
That's the bullseye.
And that's not a good ear sound. Thank you, game. Thank you, game. Definitely not a good ear sound.
Good, Genova's so
Oh.
spooky.
Oh.
I forgot this line. Where's its fucking head? This whole thing is stupid. Parents rightfully calling out this game's bullshit. This is stupid. Let's go.
Hey, actually, fuck this.
I got the poison materia. Ah, yeah, poison. Deadly poison. Bio's actually legit a really good spell in this game, though.
That is true. It's hardly ever going to actually poison anything, but it
Yeah,
is
but
effective.
it does a lot of damage. Deadly poison.
In 13, they made it so. In 13, they made it so you can poison the final boss and kill him that way, from what I remember. And you can also cast Death on him, and he'll just instantly die. And they did that because in the Final Fantasy Legend, you can use the chainsaw on the final boss, and they wanted it to be like that, where you could just do it and not have to worry about it, which is appreciated. Oh, Hojo.
So here's my thing that I think Hojo's just a little weird. Just a little weird, because his big plan to both propagate Red 13's race
Yes,
and Ares' race is to have the dog fuck the lady.
He wants Red 13 to have sex with Ares so they can both be preserved, because they are endangered species.
Yes.
Which doesn't make any sense, even a little bit, but
I think
he is a mad scientist.
I think Hojo just wants to garlic not me daddy. I will never stop mentioning that tweet because it's a horrible tweet that I made.
Good old Barrett and his gun hand.
Yeah, rip his throat out, Red 13. Jeez, go, do it.
Red 13 is too boring for that.
This is a very ferocious specimen. Take Ares somewhere safe. Let's get Tifa on that, because she doesn't have any magic.
Tifa, you're the most useless.
Tifa, get out of here, you're kinda garbage.
Why did you need to take Ares away? She's like the best character. You should have be like, Barrett, take Tifa away. We'll take care of it.
If I remember correctly, Bio works pretty well on this thing.
Shady breath.
Or not, because it actually heals it. Why would you give that to me? Why would you give that to me? Why would you give that to me and then give me a boss that gets healed by poison? What the fuck is wrong with you, game? What?
Oh, look at your teeth.
You got your limit break.
Oh yeah, that's right, this thing just reanimates him. Okay, well, plan B, just fucking murder this thing.
What is on right now?
You know, it does kind of look like Nemesis, as has been stated.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that kickin' theme though, so it's not as good
No,
as
it does have
Nemesis.
it, but it does have the better of the two boss themes of this game.
Ojo's gonna go build a house somewhere, and he's gonna live in it, and he's gonna recruit people to, Dude, what?
He's going to fill it with weird hopping bugs.
He's gonna fill it with weird hopping bugs.
There we go.
Like, what is... It's never clear what the hell Hojo, like, actually wants to accomplish. He's just a weird ass.
He wants to make his son... He wants his son to succeed, and his son just happens to be the thing trying to kill the entire planet, so...
It's an unfortunate truth, but, you know, that's what happens when you are a mad scientist, I guess.
Technically makes him a good dad! He's helping his son live out his hopes and dreams, not discouraging what he wants to do in life.
That's fair.
Okay, let's grab this. I think it's the enemy skill materia, yeah. Enemy skill's kind of useless. Actually, no, it's really good, but like it takes a while to actually get going. Especially since you have to control and manipulate a lot of enemies into doing what you want them to do, just so that way you can have a good materia.
Did someone just join the... Yes, they did.
Yeah, I joined in the middle of Kaelan talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, hi. I have the sounds disabled, so I don't know when people join, unless their mic is currently attuned to a wind tunnel like Dijon's was.
That was unfortunate, but it all worked out in the end.
Yes.
What kind of rent do you have to pay living in a wind tunnel? I imagine it's not that bad. It's just a trade-off for living in a wind tunnel.
Honestly, paying the rent is a breeze.
Yuck, 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 yuck.
Waka waka!
Yeah, but the utilities really blow.
That's really dumb.
I hate
sucks,
everybody.
You might say.
I hate all of my friends.
How do you feel about us, your commentators?
He's gonna get
I
pissed
hate you
and storm off.
All my friends are terrible. And yes, enemy skill is just blue magic. And I famously do not like blue magic. I think it's weird and bad, and like it takes too long to really get going.
It's useful way less often than it should be.
Yes. Hey! Guess where we're going? Guess where we're going?
I've never played a Final Fantasy, so I don't know what to guess.
Everybody's waiting at the 66th floor elevator. But I want to go through floor 69.
Nice.
Nice.
Or niche, I guess.
Here we go. Oh no, we ran into the trap of an elevator, I guess. Cunning trap.
Oh, are you a victim of cutscene impotence?
Pretty much. It's like, oh no, it's the Turks. Oh well, I guess we can't handle Team Rocket.
It's the Turks?
It's the Turks.
It's nobody's business but theirs.
They want Vienna.
Why did Constantinople get the works?
That's nobody's business, except the Turks. Come on. You know how the song goes. Now there's President Shinra's big plan. We're gonna go to the Promised Land. We're gonna build a big city on there. It's bigger than this one. It's better. It's got blackjack and hookers. In fact,
So he's
forget the city.
basically
You
he's the
son of
old
a bitch.
he's the old man from RoboCop. He wants to build Delta City.
Go to the Promised Land, and then I can stop being shaped like a weeble.
Does he have a cigar?
Yes, he does.
He does, yeah. It's very
That's-
important that he has a cigar.
That's how you know he's evil.
It's true.
God, you're so
Oh,
brave. I
Naked
wonder how
Snake had a
Barrett
cigar.
is doing. Hey, Barrett, how are you doing?
Hey Barrett, what you thinking of?
Barrett's thinking of a bunch of weird stuff. He's talking to a dog.
Bless you.
It's just a dog, dude. It's a friendly dog.
I mean, to be fair, the dog also talks, so...
Right. Also, he's not a dog. He's supposed to be like some kind of lion thing.
He's a lion dog. He's
Yeah.
basically a Growlithe.
His name is Nanaki. Remember? What are you gonna
I
name
thought
him?
I thought it was Nanakai. I
Whatever
already named
it
him Red
is.
13.
Oh, poor guy. That's his slave name. It's not alright.
I do love naming Robo in Chrono Trigger R66Y because it's like what's her name? The Marley goes like R66Y, that's a terrible name. Chrono, go ahead and think something better. R66Y, that's perfect. And that's the whole joke.
Did you change the capitalization?
No. I even kept in the dash.
I named Frog Glenn.
Yeah. Naming Frog Glenn, you name Marley, Nadia, you name, Magnus, or Magus, his actual name is, I forget. But you name him that, and everybody just has a real name.
What do you name Chrono?
Chrono. Because that's his real
Okay.
name.
That's fair.
Leave it to me. I'm so brave. Let's just get some sleep. Tifa can have the bed. I'll take the wall.
Sleep on the toilet.
Alright, because what's your name is still alive.
A friendly dog is what I need.
Oh,
So
hey, this
Super
guy's
Saiyan
dead.
God Goku.
Oh no.
Let's just grab this man's... Let's just grab this dead man's key card. And
There's
let's...
something off here. Walk outside the open door to see what's off.
Something's up. Don't know what, but it's something.
Oh, so you just had to walk through the doors to get out?
Yeah.
No,
You
no,
know.
I got a key card, so it unlocked them.
Do you have to hold it up to a steam pipe?
I guess. No. Not really.
Do you remember
A human
Metal
could
Gear
have killed a
Solid?
person.
Was it Metal Gear 2 where you had to keep putting the thing in like hot and cold stuff? to change
Solid,
the
I
key
think,
card?
was
That
was
was
the one
that
where you
was
had
the
to change
first
it.
Oh,
one.
that's Solid, yeah. Where it's like, it has to be put in different temperatures, which makes very little sense and is annoying, but I guess that's fair.
Metal knuckle, huh?
Yep. That's her weapon. Oh, that's a lot of blood. That's a lot of blood. That's... Hey, I'm an Italian Elon Musk. I make the pizza. I send a car to space. I avoid all my taxes. Yahoo!
He has and
Oh no, my
Doesn't he have a-
submarine is full of blood.
doesn't he have a warehouse with thousands of unsold Teslas too?
I don't know.
I was thinking about like there's like aerial pictures of like this warehouse of like where they're just storing all the Teslas they can't sell because they're too expensive and burst into flames.
They do catch on fire sometimes, I think. Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, so they're overpriced fiery death traps.
Yeah.
Looks like it leads up.
There was also an amazing thing when, when Houston flooded, they changed the, they went online and unlocked everyone's performance on their Teslas so they could escape better. Because having your car literally connected to the internet seems very safe and secure.
Yeah.
When people can enable or disable features of your car online, that seems like a great plan.
It's the Internet of Things.
Someone can literally hack your car from the internet and drive it away with you in it. That'll be great.
I prefer old-fashioned car hacking, which involved, like axes and crowbars.
There was an episode of Elementary where they the person had hacked someone's car, and I thought that was dumb. But it turns out if you have a Tesla, that's real, and they really can't do that.
Yeah.
It's been real for a while.
But not like my car is not connected to the internet. You can't hack it from China or something.
Well, it used to be the worst that could happen was like they could hack in and they could like make it start or stop. But like now that they've added like self-driving features, that means that the car can drive itself.
Yes.
Chop shop or wherever.
Yes, they made this car crash, like they drove it off the road, but it's like, unless they had a self-driving car already, that doesn't make a lot of sense. And also, whatever. But anyway, Sherlock Holmes solved it with Lucy Liu's help, so it was all fine. Everything worked out.
Oh man,
Lucy Liu.
Lucy Liu is Dr. Watson.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to build up to a joke about her guest starring as herself.
That would be great, but alas, no. I'd be up for that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
If Lucy
Cecil
Liu,
Gomez
showed
right.
up.
Eris is made out of fucking toilet paper in this game. Not even like the good kind. I mean like single-ply toilet paper.
Oh yeah, the butt bleeder.
Yeah.
Oh, the butt bleeder is a great name for cheap toilet paper brand.
The Butt Bleeder is also a really good name for an indie punk band.
That's what happens after you do some butthole surfing.
Who the hell was in my room last night? AKA the Song of the Polyamorous.
Is that like the immigrant song?
No. It's literally about a song about a guy who got so plastered that he did not know who the hell he had sex with.
Is it like that song Detachable Penis?
No. That song's about a horrible tragedy of a real thing that happened to a woman that she got so fed up with her husband beating and raping her that she cut off his penis and then threw it out of a car.
Oh, that's awesome that she did that. I mean, it's sad that she had to be abused before that.
Yeah.
Thought it was just some guy who had a Velcro dick.
Nope, it is a literal song about a man who abused his wife so much that she took a butcher's knife, cut off his penis, and then threw it out of a car.
Oh, so they're holding the president's arms. Is someone gonna punch him in the gut?
That's not the president. That's the head of the space division of Shinra, AKA the most useless division. So nobody ever gives it any money.
Why should go to space? Ew.
Well, how else are we gonna get cars into space?
I mean, to be fair, that's also the sort of what's happening to NASA right now. So,
well, I mean, all their money is going to Tesla because I mean, it's not making. I mean, it's not making profit. Or SpaceX, not Tesla. Although, who knows? Maybe with some creative accounting, some of that money's getting rerouted to pay for Teslas.
I love how he says, "I'll let you hear my new appointment speech." It's supposed to be inauguration, and they actually fixed this in later things. But this really confused me. I was like, "Is this going to be what he tells his doctor every time he goes to get a checkup?" What? But no, it's
everyone introduces themselves, and Rufus just shrugs like, I really don't care.
No, Rufus is great. he's just straight up like, I'm gonna terrorize the people and rule them through fear because fuck it, they don't deserve happiness. I'm a villain straight up, and I don't give a shit.
Someone push him over the railing.
Yeah, I'll actually. Yeah, this is the last we're gonna see of Midgar for a while.
Midgar.
Cloud and Tifa's materia. Remove. Because you can just give them their materia back later. It's fine.
Fear might be cheaper, but laughter's a far more efficient power source, Sosagami.
Let's see. Let's give her lightning and also restore. She doesn't need the all stuff. So let's give her deadly poison so that it gains. I know restore would probably be better here and on. Here we go. Let's see. Fire. Good. Ice.
Well, does Mike was ask you wink or blink? You could ask the same as Sonic.
No, Sonic
What?
has two. Sonic has two pupils, two eyelids.
Does he?
Yes.
I've
Only
seen
one eye
the
to
drawing of
blink.
him revealing the truth, where he peels up the piece of flesh and he reveals that the pupils can combine into a single hideous eye.
I think the most important thing about Sonic is that he was in a BioWare RPG, and I think that's funny. But,
Wait, what?
yeah, they made
Yeah.
a Sonic
Yeah.
RPG.
They made a Sonic
The Dark
RPG
Brotherhood.
and it sucked.
It was
It
really
sucked.
bad, shockingly.
Who would have ever thought?
BioWare made a bad game. It's surprising. But
I
yeah,
can't believe that the confluence of BioWare and Sonic ended up with a good game.
Two great tastes. They should be even greater together.
it is kind of amusing because it is a BioWare game, so it has dialogue trees, and you can just call everyone like a real piece of shit. They're just like, fuck you, Tails. And then, but because it's a Sonic game and Tails cannot like stop being your friend, he just has to be like, oh, Sonic, you're such a kidder. It's like, yeah,
Tails just has to sit there and take it.
he just has to take it because he can't leave.
So basically, everyone's reaction is just to Sonic's abuse to assume he's being sarcastic.
Yeah. He's so wacky, you know. He's such a funny guy.
Oh man, we get to see Red 13's great limit break. So like sled fang. Okay.
Why does that robot have two Gatling guns made out of smaller Gatling guns?
Because fuck you. That's why.
That would be very painful. I don't want that.
Oh, I did some nice damage there. Are you going to shove Red 13 into the back of the party when you can? No, probably not. Tifa's probably going to be the one who gets shoved into the back of the party because she really sucks. Red 13's not much better, though.
Red 13 is good. What's wrong with him?
I mean, as a combatant, he's not that great.
Wow, it's so difficult to balance and manage all these different characters. If only, like, one of them were to be horribly killed.
Yeah. But I really, don't spoil the fact that Barrett's gonna get killed. It's gonna be real sad, and Cloud's gonna be real upset.
Well, look, like I said, I've never played a Final Fantasy game, and even I know about that. I don't think it's a spoiler at this point.
It's not a spoiler that Kate Sith is going to die horribly in an explosion.
I mean, no, he dies horribly in an implosion, and that is
in
a
an
fact.
implosion.
That is
true.
fact.
You are correct. It is an implosion and not an explosion.
All right, now it's time for the implosion. Implosion?
I was just thinking about that. Why are you stealing my thoughts?
Yes.
Kalon zombie, more like Kalon shape-shifting reptiloid zombie.
More like Colin zombie.
More like Kaon zombie.
Oh shit, no, that's an M-Tab.
And I'm Mechamillion Jeb Peterson.
I don't exist.
Kinda disappointed nobody got the reference when I changed my name. Well, I mean, I'm sure they got the Jeb reference, that came later.
Jeb!
Oh,
Yeah. Nobody knows about the Mechamillion?
rest in peace, Jeb.
It's from a charmingly awful game called The Deadly Tower of Monsters. I kinda recommend it. Oh, is it flying now, or is this a new one?
It's a
new
kind of
robot.
it's a new part of the same boss. I actually forgot about this part of the game, where this boss just exists.
I wouldn't say it's spinning like a top, but it's like an out-of-control helicopter.
I think they kind of fucked up the way the minigun is supposed to spin.
I think so too, yeah. Access menu. Remove materia from others with square. Yes. Please. Let's do that. Let's give Cloud some materia. We're gonna give you poison with elemental. We're gonna give you let's put restore in one of these separate slots, so that way I don't have. Let's give.
Wait, his armor is a carbon bangle. Is that like an upgrade over his Live Strong bracelet?
Yes.
Oh, remember when those were a thing? Hey, what, Blueface?
Hey, Blueface. How's it going? I love this fucking dialogue. It's kind of stilted and charming in a weird, goofy way.
I'm not surprised someone named Rufus is a villain, but I'm also not threatened by him because his name is Rufus.
It's Rufus. He makes a big, weird prism thing
Yep.
to kill you.
I think his cat did that, actually.
Yeah.
Is that like a
It's-
xenomorph cat?
It's
What?
actually Blade Wolf from Metal Gear Rising. This is his cameo here.
Oh,
Blade Kitty.
shaped cat buddy.
Good old
Well, it's
Rufus.
dead now. Now it's a dead shaped robot buddy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he had to be destroyed so he could be rebuilt from a cat body into a dog body.
There we go, yeah. Let's try Bio again and hope it doesn't, like, heal him. There we go. Oh, he's also poisoned. Hell yeah.
Oh, yummy, thank you.
One
But
thing,
why would they give you that? Why would they give you a materia and then be like, hey, the next boss is healed by this materia?
it's thematically appropriate. It's like how you get fire materia in like the volcano or whatever. Like, it's the big poison dungeon.
Yep, this fight's basically done because he can't do anything because I've paralyzed him. Oh, there we go.
Unfortunately, there's a news helicopter, and you're going to be framed for murdering the benevolent CEO or whatever his job
He's
is
the president.
of the company or the
the
country.
company.
Of the company.
Of the company, and therefore also the world, I guess?
Yeah, he's the president of everything, essentially.
Oh, is this like the Futurama game where, like, because he owns at least 51% of the planet, he's the ruler of the world?
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, it's more that no other place seems to have a government, so they're the only ones who have any authority at all.
So the rest is just a bunch of anarchists, huh?
There is an army, I guess, at that one point, but I think it's Shinra's army, actually, now that I think of
It is Shinra's army.
So they're the only people who have any kind of power anywhere. But they are company, and they have stockholders. They gotta worry about their stockholders.
Quick,
Yeah,
they
but
gotta
I
invent
think
a
their
government
stockholders
that-
are all them, so they just gotta worry about how much money they want to make and how they want to do it.
What they need to do is invent a real government that can give them a tax cut so they can use that for stock buyback so they can become even richer.
That's fair.
I think they've already done that.
They already run everything. They don't need more money. They control the world. It's like,
Control and are siphoning the world.
yeah, it's like if you've ever, it's like in Resident Evil where they're like, it's the Umbrella Corporation. It's like they already blew up like America, and they still want to do more things. Like, you're done. You've done it. You're good.
Well, at least with Umbrella's case, they were researching stuff so they could, like, be genetically enhanced immortal Supermen.
That's true. They want to ensure complete global saturation, as Wesker says. But it is amusing that in the movies, like, they literally destroy the world, and then later on they're having boardroom meetings. They're like, man, our profit's down. Like, wow, no shit.
Well, it's easier to imagine the end of the world than the end of capitalism.
Yeah.
Well, we
Okay,
we
here
ran a
comes-
focus group, and it turns out that most of our customers don't like dying.
Here
Yeah.
comes the part that actually made me want to buy fucking Final Fantasy VII when I
Fuck
saw
yeah.
it.
It's time for the kick-ass action scene. It's great.
Yeah.
This is great. This is awesome.
Here's the part. Yep, Cloud has a fucking motorcycle. Hell yeah, it's so awesome, dude!
That's because he
I
is.
gotta
he
get
is
this
rad.
game! Oh, it's a fantasy game, but it has motorcycles.
It does have a
And a
motorcycle.
pickup truck.
And a
That
pickup
looks
truck.
like a moped pickup truck, like a pickup moped. It's like a ute, but
It's
a
a
moped.
pickup reliable Robin.
But I'm gonna be honest,
know-
this part does kick a lot of ass.
This part is great. It's great. It would have been funny if they had the dog drive the truck. That would have been
Yes.
good. But it is acceptable nonetheless. We're gonna drive down the endless highway.
Not every dog can be as omnicompetent as Scooby-Doo.
That's true. Scooby-Doo is friends with John Cena and also Batman. So And apparently Ricky Gervais for some reason. I don't know why. But, yeah.
We've all got that one friend where we don't actually like.
It's just so weird. Like, they announced a new Scooby-Doo, and it's a throwback to the bad Scooby-Doo that had all the guest stars in, like, the 70s, where Don Knotts was on it a bunch of times, deliberately throwing back to that. So it's gonna have a bunch of crappy guest stars. That's the gimmick.
Why?
I don't
They already
know.
made a Scooby-Doo that wasn't terrible.
It's too late. Ricky Gervais and Steve Urkel, and also, I think, Tyson, what's his name? Neil deGrasse Tyson's gonna be on it as himself.
Oh God.
And also Batman, again. So there you go.
Which Batman?
Who
Christian Bale?
cares? Whichever No, not that one. It'll be, whoever. It's just Batman, generically.
Ben Affleck?
I wish.
No, it's scientifically impossible for somebody to sandwich that big.
I mean, honestly, I think Ben Affleck's a decent Batman, but I mean, the movies he's in are just, terrible.
And now he's gone, so...
Oh, really? They confirmed it?
Yeah, he quit, right? I think they did. I don't know.
Wow.
But get hyped for Aquaman.
Or not.
Shazam looks like it might be fun, though.
Shazam's gonna kick a lot of ass, though. I am excited for Shazam.
I'm just glad nobody mentioned Alan Moore's Miracle Man to them. Even though that's technically owned by Marvel, at least they're not taking inspiration from it.
I don't understand what the...
Miracle Man, he's like Captain Marvel. He's a guy who transforms into a superpowered being, but it's like it came out in the early to mid 80s, so it's got to be a gritty deconstruction of superheroes.
Those are
And-
the
Alright,
best
here
kind
we
of
go.
comic.
Well, I mean, they're good when they're done by Alan Moore.
And basically only Alan Moore.
Well, the British in general, like they had some ones who were good because they had
Grant Morrison
like,
is
outs-
cool.
Well, it's interesting because they've got that outsider's perspective because,
Yeah.
like, non-American comics are, like, not just superhero comics. They can be just
Yeah.
about anything.
Christopher Priest was really cool, too. He's an American guy, but he was the guy who did the Black Panther that was, like, the very iconic part of Black Panther when he was... Which is the stuff they kind of based the movie on. It was not quite the same, but he was a cool guy, and he did some other cool stuff, too. And now he's running, what's the name of the guy that Deathstroke. He's doing Deathstroke. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Deathstroke the Terminator.
No, Deathstroke is now like a Christian comic because he's a born again Christian, but they gave him a comic about an assassin who murders people, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." Like, sure, okay. So he murders people and also. No, he murders people while also like having discussions about like theology and stuff. It's
That
great.
sounds awesome, yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Like, see, that's the thing is, like, the Marvel is a bit better about bringing the goofiness in, but, like, they constantly undercut it, like, because they're insecure and they have to remind people that they're in on the joke.
Yeah.
And then they're always trying to do, like, serious plots and then undercut them.
Yeah. The DC movies, I think, are not very good, but I think DC, like, as a company, is more willing to do interesting things than Marvel is, generally. Although, it turns out Archie is the most experimental of all, because they decided to have Archie with zombies and Sabrina as a Satanist with, like, sex rituals and shit. That's
Afterlife with Archie.
Afterlife with Archie, and then also there's a horror Sabrina comic where she's like Rosemary's Baby.
It's like the terrifying adventures of Sabrina or something.
Yeah, and it has full-on like satanic rituals with like the goat god with his dick out, and they're all like praying to him and shit. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're making
Baphomet,
and they're making a TV show out of it. So it's gonna be interesting.
Well, I mean, after
Yeah.
Riverdale, I don't see why not.
Yeah,
I gotta-
it's not thank God it's not the CW though. It's gonna be on Netflix, so they might be able to do a little more like be a little more out there with it.
I gotta finish watching
they can
season
start
2 of
before.
Riverdale. It's so bad, I love it.
Yeah, but I'm hoping maybe that it'll be not so bad it's good. Maybe they'll do a good job. I don't know.
I love that my favorite description of Riverdale is like, it's a show that's half as good as you think it will be, but it's twice as enjoyable.
Yeah, I watched most of the first season while I was over at my girlfriend's last year.
Which one?
Of Riverdale.
No, you had multiple girlfriends?
Oh, no, I have a girlfriend and a boyfriend. So, and he actually came over to visit too. So,
Aw, how nice.
yeah.
How sweet.
Very nice.
It's kind of a shame though, because like I've only seen a few episodes into season 2, but I like the season 1 Reggie more. It's a shame that that god awful show 13 Reasons Why got renewed. Because the actor is also in that, and he chose that over Archie or Riverdale. And I honestly, I think he was better than the replacement they've got.
I like that even if you have a melee weapon attached to Barrett, because he does get melee weapons in this game. I find it funny that even if you have the melee weapon, he can still do Big Shot, which is specifically an attack about using a big gun.
Well, yeah, he turns the melee weapons into bayonets. Aren't they doing a remake of this game?
They are, and it looks pretty good.
In theory, they are doing a remake of this game, but I'm not sure it's ever actually going to come out.
Yeah, no.
Is it going to be episodic?
Yeah, it's going to be episodic. There's going to be 3 episodes, which means I think they're going to basically do a disc per episode. And the first episode's supposed to come out sometime in 2020.
Right. Also, after the first episode, it will be quietly canceled.
Yes.
But yeah, originally they were gonna outsource it to CCC, who are the people who did like .hack and all that stuff, because they're good at making games actually come out on time. But then they took it away from them again and started over themselves. So who fucking knows? Who knows?
This is coming in on time and under budget, and we can't have that. Well, I mean, hopefully, if they're once they're done with the first one, the other ones would come faster. I imagine like they're doing a lot of work with engine
building resources and stuff. Yeah, but I thought it was just supposed to be using the Final Fantasy 15 engine, which is done because Final Fantasy 15 is finally done after 9 years.
It's actually not done. They're adding more stuff.
I know it's not.
Well, the engine's done. The story is another matter.
Yeah, they're doing 4 more episodes for Final Fantasy 15.
No game is ever fucking finished upon release anymore. They are just incomplete, and they will be like, "Hey, you can buy the rest of the game later as DLC."
Well, that's not true.
That is completely fucking true.
Well,
Except for,
AAA games. I mean,
the
smaller
only
games
AAA
maybe.
the only AAA game I can think of that came out that was like, yeah, we don't have any DLC planned, whatever, in recent memory is God of War, which good on them for not like planning DLC to be released later.
What about Yakuza? That doesn't have any DLC
I guess.
like that.
Is that a
would you really
AAA
call
though?
Yakuza
I would
AAA,
say yes. I would say so. It's yeah. Why not?
More of an S++.
Sega like put a bunch of money into it. Yakuza 0 costs an enormous amount of money.
I can't wait for August 1st and the PC port comes out, because I don't have a console.
I think Yakuza 6 had a much bigger budget than 0 did, but still. I hope that 6 also gets a PC port.
I've heard that I've heard that's the plan. They're gonna do because like they're not gonna do any Kiwamis for it's like 3, 4, and 5 because those are all PS3. So those will be getting PC ports.
Good,
I think they're
good.
I think they're releasing them in numbered order.
That's good because honestly, 4 is my favorite. I think 4's the best one that I've played. I haven't played 0 or 6. I don't ever play 4. But 4 was my favorite. I didn't like 5 as much.
Let's take the girls because they're the lowest level. Also, because
There goes
Cloud
that.
has to get that hot date somehow.
This
That
is gonna
hot-
be T for Aerith.
It's Eris. I did not rename her to have the correct name according to the translators, which is stupid. It's a stupid name.
Baka. It's supposed to sound like Earth.
Yeah, I hate that. I really honestly hate it.
Aerith.
Aerith! My name's Aerith.
Hello, my name's Aerith.
His name is Leon now, okay? They changed it.
Oh, I forgot about this enemy. This enemy's cool as shit. Look at him. He's just a motorcycle. He's just a straight up. He's just a fucking motorcycle. It was
The
great.
motorcycle man. Wow, was that created?
What the fuck happened in this world's evolution that nature was like, you know what? This thing needs motorcycles. It needs to be a motorcycle. What the fuck?
Motorcycles are cool.
They are cool. But why
I'm
would
just gonna blame
nature be
Hojo.
like... That's probably what happened, honestly.
I can't believe Hojo built a motorcycle and brought it to life.
Hey, you know what's cool? Motorcycles.
Hey, well, you know they are, so that's fair. But
Alright, so...
like, I agree with him that they are cool.
The problem with motorcycles is they're not sentient. They can't appreciate their own coolness.
Yeah.
Wait
you
a
don't
minute.
understand how cool they are.
Oh, this is... I'm just now realizing that this song's a remix from like a Super Nintendo Final Fantasy. I forget which one. Probably 6, because 6 was pretty good. A lot of people like 6, so...
I'm glad Cloud is so agreeable.
Yeah,
Isn't Mako great? Yeah, sure.
sure, whatever. I don't give a shit. Oh, I found your dog! Mister, I found your dog that was hiding in the closet. What were you doing to your dog?
Sir,
Sir, why was your dog in your closet?
sir, why are you Harry Pottering your dog?
It knows what it did.
Oh.
Hey, I saved your dog from the closet. Give me the key to this thing.
Yeah, like, I think the key comes, like, way later in the game. I think, like, if you come back here in, like, disc 2 or 3 or something, he's like, here's a key to my weird chest. You can have whatever's inside.
I haven't opened this chest in 10 years.
It was my wife's chest. I suppose you can have her last remaining... Okay, thanks, bye. Oh.
Oh, thanks. This will be worth a lot. Thank you.
Oh, Peacemaker is a weapon for a character that we won't get for another couple hours.
Is that Vincent's gun?
Yes, that is Vincent's gun.
You can get Vincent not too far from now.
You don't get him till Nibelheim, and Nibelheim's like near the end of the first continent.
Oh, that's true.
Granted, you go to a couple continents in the first disc, but it's still quite a while away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really I feel that the game could have really just taken entirely inside of Midgar and not lose anything.
What?
I love
There's a lot of cool
Midgard.
stuff outside of Midgard.
Yeah, but then again, like, the first town you run into outside of Midgar is like, hey, here's your typical fucking fantasy standard fare. It sucks.
I guess, but like,
Well, it's not just fantasy, it's steampunk fantasy.
Yeah. and you get to hang out with a vampire and a
Stay
dog.
out of the kitchen. Okay, lady, jeez.
Oh, rude.
Yeah. I mean, technically, I guess
It
she
was
has
very
every
rude.
right. No, I don't think it's rude because like it's like I'm not supposed to be back there. I'm not an employee. She's just like following the rules. This is the materia store. This is the weapons store. Yeah, see, look, if I had waited had waited until this town to get a better sword, it would be worse than the sword I currently have.
That's fair.
Wow. Thinking ahead, it works.
Alright, let's go learn about Cloud's tragic backstory that actually isn't his tragic backstory because we don't learn his tragic backstory until like halfway through the next disc.
Well, he was there also, but
I guess, but like at the same time, it's sort of a stilted, like unreliable narrator thing.
remember when Nomura stole this for Kingdom Hearts?
No.
Yes. It's true.
No, he doesn't shoot cannonballs out of his arm. He attaches a cannonball to his arm and he punches monsters with it. Which, I mean, is just as cool if you ask me.
However, it is also the least effective way to use a cannonball.
I mean, fair, but at the same time, it's a pretty neat way to use a cannonball. Just shove that shit on my arm and then punch them with it. If I remember correctly, I think this soldier that Cloud is currently talking to right now on my screen is actually Cloud. And the Cloud that we are currently is Zack.
Yeah, the soldier that goes along with you on this mission is the real Cloud.
Well, there's a couple soldiers that go with you, but one of them dies later. But I think it's the one I think it's the one specifically. It's not even. He doesn't even join the party. But I think this one specific soldier that has motion sickness is Cloud, because once Cloud remembers that he has motion sickness, he actually gets motion sickness in the game.
But you also experience this is also in Crisis Core, and then it's just Cloud. He's just hanging out. Yeah.
Well, because like they already did the big twist in this game, so you already know it. If you're playing Crisis Core, you're probably familiar with Final Fantasy VII.
You already know who Zack is, and that he accomplished nothing. And in fact, he does not accomplish anything in the game. The game story is lame and disappointing. Sephiroth does a bunch of stuff. You get to watch Sephiroth do cool things.
You get to watch Sephiroth fight Gact.
You get to and also Gact, but a different one. There's poetry Gact, and then there's like soldier Gact, and both of them fight Sephiroth.
I wasn't
for all seasons.
I wasn't immediately killed. Okay, interesting. Usually that's... Oh, hey! Cloud actually survived this encounter with the dragon. That almost never happens. Usually the dragon's just like, yeah, fuck your shit, Cloud, and then Sephiroth completely annihilates it.
Good old Sephiroth.
Because Sephiroth
He's got the magic powers, yo.
Yeah, Sephiroth takes 0 damage there because he has some weird materia setup that allows him to basically take no elemental damage whatsoever. I think it's like some sort of armor, and then he has like mastered elemental affinity materia slotted with like fire, ice, and lightning. So he's just basically immune to all magic.
Except for the element of poison.
The element of sadness. That's all I
know
need
that-
a week too.
The element
Depression.
of I read a book and now I think a monster is my mom.
Which it is.
I mean, yeah, he's true, but it's a bit of a stretch.
No, see, his mom is a monster and that she's like a serial killer or something. He thought, oh, my mother's a monster, I gotta look for some big horrifying creature. Oh, what's up? I had to miss a bunch of stuff. I was making dinner.
Being on watch is very boring. It's true. Blueface says he
Being
likes
on
how Crisis
Overwatch,
Core-
though.
He likes how Crisis Core brings the backstory to life. I think the stuff that actually relates to this, I think in Crisis Core is fine. It's like all the dumb stuff about how cool Sephiroth is not good in Crisis Core.
Mm-hmm.
But it is cool.
He's so cool. He does a big sword fight with a guy who's quoting poetry at him, and you are not
man.
involved.
Sephiroth, more like Shadow the Sephiroth hog.
Hey,
Good job.
Shadow the Hedgehog is way cooler. He uses guns and not a sword, and he drives a truck. So he's very cool.
I didn't know this
Does he
until
have a
someone
license?
pointed it out, but you can't spell Shadow the Hedgehog without Ow the Edge.
Yes, it's really good.
It's true. It's true. Oh, Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh my god. Man. I appreciate that they just went full-on stupid 2000s edgelord with him.
He
And
went
that
full on
is-
90s edgelord with
They
him.
went full-on 90s edgelord, and then they tried to do 2000s. Didn't work out. They should have kept him in the 90s.
What's the difference between 90s edgelord and 2000s edgelord?
Bad rock music.
Yeah.
Is it more or less katanas?
Yes.
He doesn't have a katana, but I do love that the menu sound in the Shadow game is a gunshot. That's great. That's amazing. Every time you pick an option, it just fires a gun directly at you. It's great. Because Shadow is cool and he has a gun and he fight the government.
My favorite
He's
thing
a real
about
comrade.
meeting Cloud's mom is that she has the exact same hairstyle as he does. Is basically a female Cloud, which basically means it's Lightning. I didn't know
That's
Lightning
fair.
made a cameo in Final Fantasy VII.
I keep hearing
I mean-
that, but what exactly does that mean that she's a female Cloud?
It's
She
dumb,
looks
but-
exactly the same as Cloud does, and
She doesn't
also
look
she has
like
this.
Cloud.
She also has the
because she
same
keeps-
personality.
No, it's because she doesn't really have the same personality, but she constantly says that she's a soldier, even though she's not really one. She's just like a police officer, but she's like, I'm a soldier. I know about war. And she doesn't, because
Hey.
she's literally like a security guard. She's like a mall
Cops.
cop.
Cops are the real troops.
Okay, but yeah, so like she says she's a soldier all the time. She has a sword. She's not really that much like
when you-
Cloud, but
When you
she
say
kind of
cops
is.
are the real troops, all I have to say to that is ACAB.
She's kind of Paul Blart, I guess, yeah. Like, she's never, as far as I know, she's never actually fought anything ever. But she spends the whole time talking about it, like how hardcore she is. She's like, the special forces, they don't know what real war is. It's like, why do you? You're like a police officer. You stand around and keep people from breaking things. Like, that's her job.
served The war in the streets.
I served 2 tours in Detroit.
Right, yeah. It is really dumb. She is a terrible character. Also, her name is Claire, but she changed it to Lightning because she thought it was cool.
Really? Is that like an in-universe thing?
Yeah, she thought.
What about
her parents,
Snow?
Her parents died,
Is
and she
Snow
decided.
his real name?
Yeah, that's his real name.
What the
Everyone else
fuck?
has their real name. His name is Snow. There's a kid named Hope, but Lightning's real name is Claire, and she just says She says I changed it because I didn't want to be friends with anyone, and the lightning is not friends with people. So I was like the lightning. And it's like, okay, fine, sure.
I changed it because my classmates kept making fun of me.
In Japan, her name is Eclair. She like the food, which is a little less, yeah. And I imagine that it's like Raiden, which is more of like a real name than Lightning. But whatever. Hope S-Time. His name is Hope, and there is a scene where Lightning says, "Hope, I don't want you to give up on hope, the hope that you are named after." I was like, holy shit.
I just looked it up to confirm it, and Grimes' real name is Claire, so I think there's something there.
Is it because Grimes is also a sellout?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, either that or she's a deep cover agent and she's going to kill Elon Musk and take all his money and nationalize it.
Moms are tough, as has been mentioned in the chat. They are extremely tough. That is canon in Final Fantasy XIII. They're the toughest
I
of
love
people.
this guy. This guy Zangan. He's the guy who trained Tifa, and he just wears a cape. He wears a cape for no fucking reason, and he just jumps everywhere.
The real troops.
I love Zangan. He's completely inconsequential. I think he dies later. I don't remember.
I don't know. A funny thing about Final Fantasy XIII is all of the summons like turn into vehicles, right? That was like a big thing. But they intended to have you like ride them around, but they don't. They never got that done. So they just turn into vehicles for no reason. Like Lightning's turns into a horse, and I think she rides it one time in like one cutscene. She's just on a horse.
It's a horse that turns into a motorcycle, isn't it?
No, she has a horse that turns into Odin. It's Odin, and he becomes a horse.
Oh.
Snow has a motorcycle, and he actually rides it a lot, so he gets use out of it. But nobody else ever does anything with their vehicle summons.
Wasn't there a character in 13 that was like originally a man, but they turned into a woman, but the character like hits on Lightning and all the other women all the time, so they basically turned the character into like a lesbian?
I don't... you might be thinking of one like Fang or Vanille, but I think
Fang,
they just
that's
are...
the one. That's the name.
I don't think she was a man, ever. I think she's just a lesbian.
Like in development, like the character was going to be a man. Like it's not like in universe, like they were transformed or they're transgender thing. It's just that like the character as originally written was a man, and then rewrites turned the character into a woman.
I guess you're right, but yes, Fang is an Australian lesbian. She's also an asshole, and that's her entire character.
See, well, I guess not everyone in Australia looks like the Hemsworths, so I guess that explains why lesbians exist even there.
She causes basically everything that happens in the whole game because she wants to bang Vanille, and Vanille is going to turn into Crystal. And so she's like, I gotta stop Vanille from turning into Crystal by doing 4 crimes. So she does.
Wait, why is a character turning into crystal?
Because that's what happens in Final Fantasy XIII. People turn into crystals. That's the whole thing.
You get this mark on you.
I love Mount Nibble,
that you're like monsters.
and how just impossible it actually is in real life. Because look at this. No fucking...
Yeah, it's awesome. It's great.
It's so cool and it's so lame.
Kalon, I hate to break it to you, but Mount Rushmore isn't naturally occurring.
That's fair.
I know.
Yes, some edgelord must have come here and chiseled all the spikes into it.
Sephiroth made it.
No, he's never been here before that he knows of.
Anyway.
He's never been to Mount Nibble because he transformed the original mountain into Mount Nibble.
The reason people turn into a crystal in Final Fantasy XIII is gods give you a job, and if you do it, you become a crystal, and if you don't do it, you become a zombie. And that's the premise. That's it. So Fang wants her lady friend to become a crystal instead of becoming a zombie. That's what it is. Because zombies are bad, and crystals are at least not zombies. And so she's like, we gotta kill all these people. We gotta kill millions of people, and then you'll be a crystal. And that's what she does.
Wait, that's God's mission, is to murder people?
God, yeah, their God told them to blow up the world. And so she's like, okay, let's do that.
Look, Sephiroth is level 50, and let me.
No, I'm not talking about Steven Universe.
What's his materia like? Oh yeah, he's got ice, lightning. No,
Yeah.
I guess he just has. I guess he just has an innate thing that just makes him straight up immune to
Oh yeah, he's
damage.
Sephiroth's never been to Mount Nibble until now.
Right, this is the first time that he comes here, except for the time he was here the other time, before this, that he forgot.
Yeah, and that's when he turned it into Mount Nibble.
Right, he was, or maybe Hojo did it, because Hojo's is like weird. It's like, we gotta put spikes on everything. That'll make it more sciencey.
Sounds cool, but it could be cooler.
Yes. This is a mountain. It has to have mountains on the mountains. Come on.
It's a fractal mountain.
The problem with this mountain is it doesn't know how tall it is.
This is my perfect
It's more
specimen.
fun.
Can we make the dog have sex with this mountain? Let's find out.
Narrator, they did not.
They did not do that.
This is Hojo's entire life goal is to make his dog have sex with something.
No. Let me clarify. The dog gave the mountain head, so no, they did not have sex.
Oh.
It had a headache, so the mountain did not agree to this.
And Red 13's like, that orgasm specifically get rid of headache. No. Take no for an answer, Red.
No. Not only did the dog give head, the dog gave road head, oddly enough.
As the dog was riding one of the
I really wish I could back out of this conversation.
I'm kind of feeling that way myself, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
I regret.
Look, it's not
all of these
bestiality if
choices.
one of the people involved is a mountain.
Also, Tifa has a cool hat. Look at that. Look at her hat. She's dressed up
Not
like
funny.
Lara Croft.
Does she have a leather vest? It looks
Red
like she's got
13
a
is
vest.
evolved cell, so that's why his entire species is extinct. There we go. But he has kids later. Like
He has kids later.
He finds a lady lion dog, and they
That's
have
true.
They're his
sex.
Somewhere.
stepchildren. They're his
Okay, so he's just
stepchildren.
incel.
Yeah, maybe they're adopted. We don't know.
Maybe Red 13 just has a shitty personality.
Yeah, he's just very unlikable.
And by unlikable, you mean unremarkable?
He's alright. He's okay, I don't know. He's better than Kimari, who is basically the same character, but more boring. Like, an incredible accomplishment, but it's true.
Blueface, this isn't a fanfic, and that's because we're not fans.
Oh shit. And also
Oh,
because it's
damn.
real and really happened. It's canon.
No, stop.
It is canon that Red 13 has kids because it's in the ending, but
Yes, it is.
even though in Advent Children you don't see any, even though that maybe would have been cool, that you don't see him. He's not there.
This soldier that just denied Tifa entry is Cloud, because the other soldier fucking died. So
Yeah.
it's just Sephiroth, Zack, and Cloud now.
I can't believe that Red 13 doesn't know what a soft is. He can't cure paralysis.
Hear paralysis?
Don't you remember what happens later?
I've said I've never played a Final Fantasy game that.
Yeah, you can cure people turn into stone with an item. I guess you just forgot.
Oh, cure! I thought you said hear paralysis.
Oh yes, that would make sense. That would be very sensible. No, but oh yeah, Sephiroth's finding out about Genova right here.
Yeah.
The emulator does not like these textures, huh?
No.
Yeah, it's because you've set it to do texture filtering or something.
I didn't set it to do anything. It came like this. I haven't messed with the settings at all. So these monsters are pretty, like, super important in the grand scheme of things, but they never show up anywhere in the world map. Like, they never show up anywhere. It takes until Crisis Core for these monsters to show up as actual enemies in the Final Fantasy VII video game.
Are there none in Dirge of Cerberus?
I don't think there are any, no. I think they're all dead by the time Dirge of Cerberus happens.
That's fair. Damn, I hope Sephiroth wasn't a weird spiky monster. That would be weird.
He really cleans up good.
Yeah. Zack should just say, "Don't worry, Sephiroth, you're way too handsome." And then they kiss.
Who says who's handsome?
Cloud, who is Zack at this time, actually, but...
At this point of time, yes, in this memory, that is actually Cloud, that we are controlling Zack, but Cloud thinks it's him.
Yes, correct.
Oh, right, Shinra produces the monsters. Maybe that's the explanation for the motorcycle monsters right outside of town.
Maybe Hojo, like, he put people in these ones, he put motorcycles in other ones. He's
Yeah.
like, maybe the motorcycles will become my friends.
Hojo's just like dumping the contents of his trash can into these Mako things like
Yeah.
that. Adam, make something.
He put a house in one of them. We saw that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Cuttlefishman asks, how do we have this memory when Cloud wasn't here? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. So anyway,
it's most
in the door of the whole
okay. So the reason Cloud wasn't here to observe, the reason we have this memory is that because Cloud is kind of around. If you notice, like, I'm guessing that Zack told him about it later, about what happened. So I don't know. But it doesn't really make sense when you think about it. Like, maybe Zack told him all this stuff.
I'm glad that Zack concluded the part of the story where he was too short to actually look in the window.
Yes!
in Crisis Core, when they show that scene, they add in dialogue where Sephiroth's like, and also Gact might be a guy from this, because that has to be added into the story. They had to add in Genesis Rhapsodos, the perfect soldier. His name is Genesis Rhapsodos. He is terrible. I will put a picture of him in the
But he's the greatest soldier, according to you.
He is the most powerful soldier. Who's the other guy that they added? Oh yes, Angel Holy is the other guy who is added. His name is Angel, but with an A.
And he also has he's the original owner of the Buster Sword.
That's right. He had the Buster Sword first, and then he gave it to Zack.
He had the Buster Sword, then he gave it to Zack, and then Cloud sort of like culturally appropriated it.
Yeah, because Zack gives it to Cloud later, and then Cloud.
No, it's not that he gives it to Cloud. It's that Zack fucking dies, and so Cloud just takes the sword.
Cloud is just like an amalgamation of people who are better than him.
Yes.
Gives, inherits, same thing. I prefer the term appropriated. Leave me alone. I want to be emo by myself. Crawling in my skin.
This book is my only friend now.
So how many games have they made set in this Final Fantasy VII setting?
Okay, there's Before Crisis, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII, Dirge of Cerberus. I think that's it, so the 4.
Advent Children is
Advent
technically
Children's not a game.
That's a
even
movie.
though it's not a game, but it's a movie, but it's also set in the Final Fantasy VII universe. So,
But he said how many games have they made, so I did not count.
fair.
Well, let's expand this and encoding other like.
Isn't a movie just a
movies.
really long cutscene?
That's true.
Why is
That is
Sephiroth
why they
littering
made-
with books? Does Sephiroth hate the Earth? Well, that does explain why he stabs the Earth later.
You actually, when you said a cutscene is like a movie is like a long cutscene, that's why they made the Spirits Within. That was their thinking, was that we made all these cutscenes in all these games. We can make a movie if we just do that for 2 hours.
And then it
then
turned
it
out
was a big
Spirits
flop.
then was bad. Yeah.
It turned out people like
No, this is
people,
actually a bad idea.
people expect slightly better writing in a movie than they do in Final Fantasy VIII, so it didn't work out. But
Only
uh,
slightly.
you can't have someone literally say whatever multiple times. It doesn't work. So it didn't succeed.
I like the theory that the whole reason the movie bombed is it was deliberately sabotaged by the original creator. Hence why all the games are called Final Fantasy. They couldn't take the hint.
Oh shit! I forgot they did a mobile game that's just the snowboarding, and so that's another one. And then there is an iPhone game where you ride a motorcycle. So there you go. 2 extra Final Fantasy VII games, bringing it to 6. But that's
7
not,
with the remake.
Yeah, that's true.
That was their plan all along.
Yeah, there's tons of rivalry. I mean, there's tons of games canon with Final Fantasy Tactics, though.
Okay, here's another really good song. I really love the soundtrack to this game.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good game.
It's
great.
Like I said, just because I think it is overhyped, that does not mean it's a bad game. I just think that people like really just give it way too much importance.
Blueface asks, "Isn't there a Turk cell phone game too?" That is correct. It is called Before Crisis, and it is about some Turks.
I think we already mentioned that.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's,
Yeah,
I
because the
mentioned
way
it
they
before,
were
but it's called Before
the
Crisis.
way they were doing the expanded universe stuff was it was A, B, C, and D. So you had Advent Children, Before Crisis, Crisis Core, and Dirge of Cerberus.
I'm sure that was intended the whole time.
I'm actually pretty sure it was.
Those titles are stupid enough that it sounds plausible.
It seems like something that Square Enix would do.
That's fair.
Anyway,
There's
we
also
just went into
several books.
we went into Cloud's house and shook our head. Cloud's mom is fucking dead. She burned to death.
Nope, not a mom.
There is a Final Fantasy VII novel, and it's about the Turks, and it is called Final Fantasy VII Lateral Biography Turks, the Kids Are Alright, which is a great title for if you are an insane person. But, yeah, it's just...
Wait, DJ, play that again. What was it called?
It is called Final Fantasy VII Lateral Biography Turks, the Kids Are Alright.
How many colons is in that?
None. No colons.
I don't know if that makes it better
It's
or
just
worse.
a series of words, okay? Yes. They put it out to promote Advent Children.
Lateral backstory Turks, the kids are alright?
Correct, yes.
Is it lateral biography or backstory?
Lateral Biography Turks. The Kids Are Alright. And it's called that because it has a bunch of references to The Who in it, apparently, as this website tells me. So there you go.
It's what? Because it's got the Who?
The Who have a song called The Kids Are Alright, and it says, trivia, this book includes many references to the English rock band The Who, including the title. So there you go. It's a Who-themed Final Fantasy VII novel about the Turks and the Shinra Electric Company, I guess, for some reason. So there you go.
I like Tifa's moxie here. She goes up to Sephiroth and tries to stab him with his own sword. Unfortunately,
She totally does, doesn't she?
No, it's Cloud that stabs like.
Oh yeah,
No,
you're right.
no. What happens is like, Sephiroth and Zack fight. Zack gets his ass kicked. Cloud comes in, gets stabbed by Sephiroth in the shoulder, and lifts Sephiroth up while Sephiroth is still clinging to his sword, which is still in his shoulder, and throws him over the bridge.
Nice.
That's what
This is
happens.
pretty good for someone who was just barfing his guts out like a day ago.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. That's true. Yeah, I guess you're right. The Promised Land.
I have a real
wonder if that's
strong
symbolism.
affinity for these pre-rendered SquareSoft game backgrounds from the
absolutely.
From the PlayStation
I like them
era.
a lot.
Like this Parasite Eve.
Parasite Eve is awesome.
Parasite Eve
Right.
is really good, but I've never really actually played it that much.
Oh man, you should. It's great. Yeah, you should do that because it's good. It's a survival horror game, sort of,
Yeah.
but also an RPG, and you can cast magic. It's great. Parasite Eve 2 is good also. Some people would disagree. And then Parasite Eve 3 is bad.
Terrible. It's trash.
It is terrible.
It's garbage. It's not even a Parasite Eve game.
That's true. It's not a Parasite Eve game. Well, it sort of is, because Ayabra is in it in one scene. That's spoilers, by the way. That's a twist, but...
I still have no idea what that plate on her head says.
Doesn't it just say Genova? It says
No,
Genova.
it says Genova, and then there's stuff underneath it. I guess it's like legal property of like Shinra Electric Company or something like that.
Let's see. It says... I don't know. I don't know what it says.
Yeah. I think there's a higher resolution version of it, thanks to the movie. But I still don't know what it says. And this is where Cloud's memory just, like, nope.
It looks like it says all rights reserved 1998 Square Company Limited. So there you go. I can't believe Square made this giant monster and sent it to Final Fantasy World. Yeah, that looks like what it says.
Oh, wait, hold on.
It says made in Hong Kong, all rights reserved, 1996. Square, SQUER, Square Company.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it is.
amazing. I love it. I love it. It's so good.
Hang on. Yep, that's pretty good.
It's very
Weird.
good. Square.
Square Enix.
Square.
I wonder if that would have an actual legal consequences for them.
What, trying to claim that they made something that the Shinra Electric Company made?
Well, fortunately, Genova is not real in real life, so that legal problem will not come up.
Yeah, unfortunately Shinra is, though, so...
That's true. They are a real power company that you can buy power from.
Wait, really?
Weird, but no,
Oh,
of course
okay.
not. That would be stupid.
I mean, like, you never know. Some stupid up-and-up-coming Final Fantasy VII fan from Japan could have been like, yeah, I'm gonna name my company after the electric company that wants to kill the entire world in Final Fantasy VII.
Like they just licensed it for some reason to be cool.
Yeah. Alright, I guess it's time to call my party members and Get the fucking materia that these guys are holding off of them. Hey guys, you know that all
Please pass it to the
materia
phone.
you know all that materia you've got? Just give it to me.
Just give me the belt too. Yes. On.
Also, give me here. Wear a cannonball.
Come on, give me your hand. Oh man. Man, I got something going with Aerith. I'm gonna give her the gun.
He wishes he had something to going with Aerith.
He really does.
Yeah. But it's never gonna happen.
Nope. Wait,
Nope.
I should save this open slot for her since we are getting a summon fairly soon.
I'm honestly kind of surprised they didn't have her come back in Advent Children. Like that movie
though, kind of.
She comes back to life?
I mean, not back to life, but she makes a cameo.
Yeah, but not like they don't bring her back. I mean, that movie is basically like a fanfic, so it wouldn't have been that surprising, but
Yeah, when I watched that movie, like I genuinely like assumed, oh, she's probably gonna come back to life, isn't she?
yeah, it wouldn't
Like,
have been too
no.
surprising. It's like, because that movie, it's like there are three people who are like Sephiroth, and also Sephiroth in it. And look, there is Cloud with the Buster Sword. That's all. That's all you get.
Sephiroth, Pentaroth, and Heptaroth.
I don't remember what their names are, but they all have white hair and glowing eyes and swords. And their goal is to bring back Sephiroth, who also has those things. And it is dumb as shit.
I think the big guy who cries a lot doesn't have a sword. I think he just uses his fists. Because he and Tifa have this big fist fight.
You know what? Regardless, it's still really dumb.
Yes.
And comes across like a bad fan fiction.
Yes.
It's like the end of Harry Potter, where it's like everyone got married and they have kids, and they name them after people in the books also. Nobody met anyone else at any point in their lives, just in school.
I think J.K. Rowling actually says she really regrets making the ending like that because it sucks.
Yes, it does. It does suck. All that matters in your life is high school.
Has she
If she
apologized for
regrets
being a
things
turd?
that suck, why doesn't she regret more of the books?
This is true.
Why doesn't she regret killing off the good character?
I think she specifically regrets Ron and Hermione as a couple.
Yeah.
Because they're really bad for each other, actually.
She should regret a lot of things about
She
Hermione. Like, damn.
She regrets having a Twitter in general.
Remember how Hermione was against slavery and that was like a comic relief aspect of her character? It was so funny that she didn't think people should be owned by rich people.
Yeah,
It was
it's
so
okay,
And J.K. Rowling said, well, I never said she wasn't black. Which makes that character trait even more fucked up.
Yeah. And it's
Everyone...
like she keeps getting in everyone's way with her whole intention of preventing people from being purchased and sold. Like it's such a hassle.
It's a good thing Britain didn't have issues with that.
Yeah, that's true. It's only America that would really
Wark!
do those things, apparently.
I think I say Wark. Yes, I say Wark. And then
Wark.
they do a silly dance.
Yay! Chocobos are great.
Chocobos are great. I love chocobos.
The Chocobo theme in Final Fantasy 13-2 is a very good Chocobo theme.
Isn't that the hard rock version?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's a good version. I still like Ukulele did Chocobo best.
Look at them Chocobos dancing.
Oh, the Chocobo.
Chocobo Dungeon. They should make a new Chocobo Dungeon. That's what they
They
need.
should.
Yeah, bring that back.
I have not played Chocobo Dungeon, but I also agree that they should bring back Chocobo Dungeon.
The one on the Wii is weird, but it's kind of good. It has a job system and stuff,
Yeah.
and it's got a budget. It's got cutscenes and stuff like that. Chocobo hangs out as an adventure. They find an airship or something, and he saves the day. And he's a Chocobo, and there you go.
I liked the one DS Chocobo game that was like a card game.
Yeah, that one was kind of weird, but true.
That was weird, and I liked the card part of it. The mini games where I could take or leave.
Yeah, and actually they
It
put
was
that
okay.
card game in the Wii Chocobo Dungeon. I think you can play it with some people.
Yeah, I think they did, didn't they?
Yeah,
so
you
I
can play
need
it with
to
one of the
go-
Moogles.
I need to go talk to his kid, who will give me the attract materia, and then I can ride a chocobo, and also start a side quest that will take 400 years to complete. I'm not
Are you
doing
gonna?
that.
Are
I'm
you
not
gonna
doing
actually
that.
make? You're gonna
No,
make a golden chocobo.
No, I'm. Can't you like get one for free later?
You can win one, I guess.
I think you can. Yeah, I think you get one for free later. So like, really, just like it sucks at racing, but who gives a shit?
You can get one if you beat one of the. I think you can trade one of the things you get for killing one of the weapons for a gold chocobo. I think, but I don't know if you'll want to do that.
I kind of do. I've never done it before. I might as well try.
So you think you can ride this chocobo?
So I think it's a scientific fact that any spin-off game of an RPG that is based on like that is like stars a creature from the RPG is guaranteed to be good. So, like all the
What are-
Chocobo games are pretty
What are the
good.
examples of this apart from that one?
Dragon Quest Heroes Rocket Slime.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I guess Yoshi's Island
I
is
don't
good,
have
but
enough
that
money
was
to
not an
buy.
RPG yet.
I don't have enough money. I have to go grind for money. Huh.
You know what? You know what? Paper Mario was great, and now it sucks, and that is a shame.
Paper Mario.
I need to go
Paper
grind for
Mario
money.
was
What the
Mario.
fuck? Aw.
They made it bad, and it was good, and that's a bummer.
Yeah.
And now they're not going to make any more because they have Mario and Luigi.
Which
Well,
sucks.
no, they're-
Any more of those because
Mario-
they're just making them.
Mario
They
and
made a
Luigi
Paper Mario
suck.
a couple years ago. It just was bad.
No,
It
they
was,
they specifically aren't making any more in the old style because they say that
Yeah.
Mario and Luigi fills that niche. But here's the kicker: Mario and Luigi as a series really sucks.
Yeah, there's been like maybe one that was good.
That
Inside
was-
Story is good.
Bowser's Inside Story was good.
I like
That's
that
what I
first.
said. The original
I
was
think
fun.
that Kalon's take on Mario and Luigi is bad necessarily. I just need stuff to do.
Okay.
I have no opinion on
Mario and Luigi.
Kalon's Mario and Luigi take, and I don't want people to think that I am huffily leaving and disgusted.
So offended by the Mario and Luigi hatred that's going on here. cannot take it any longer.
It's okay. I mean, Kalon is already on the losing side of history according to Nintendo, so
Yeah.
You know what? That would be fine if in Mario and Luigi you could get like other party members and stuff, but you can't. It's just Mario and Luigi. And in Dream Team, it's
Well, you-
just Mario because Luigi is asleep. So
I remember
that's
the jam.
yeah, you get also Mario and Luigi, but they're different. Yeah. I mean, like there should be
And
like
then
other
there's the-
characters.
Oh,
And
I
then there's
miss-
the Partners in Time where you got 2 extra party members, and it ended up with a game that sucked so much that they're not even bothering to remake it.
The best part of Inside Story is all the stuff with Bowser and how like distraught he is and confused. And it's funny.
Cuttlefish, don't ask me about cooking opinions. I don't cook. I literally do not cook. I don't know how, and I'm bad at it.
I think it would be weird
Do
to
not mix
just...
rice noodles and mozzarella cheese together because the rice noodles will be way too delicate and will just completely tear apart as a result of the mozzarella.
It would be weird to just put mozzarella on pasta, is my opinion. That's not really the kind of cheese you use that for. But
Okay.
do that
I need
for-
to grind a bit more for money because I know you need to buy some greens in order to make the chocobos not run away immediately when you start battling.
If you wanna put cheese on rice noodles, I guess maybe like something that's a little more drier that you can mix a little more easier, but
And you use something that will, it's either drier or will melt better. So like a gorgonzola that will just completely melt would be good.
feta might work because feta is very delicate.
Feta would work. A parmesan that's not going to melt at all would also work.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is like a parmesan or Reggiano or something like that. Where
Basically any hard cheese.
yeah, you could get. There's some Mexican cheeses that would work really well for that. You can get one of those, one of the crumbly ones. Those would be good. But like mozzarella, it wouldn't really work that well, I think. And also,
that's like melts part way would be no good. Unless it's like unless it's a full moisture mozzarella. I guess if it's a low moisture mozzarella, definitely not. Full moisture could work.
yeah, if
because it's a lot softer.
If it's the soft stuff that's like in liquid, then that would be okay. But you would have to tear it up, and I would think it would
Yeah,
still
you'd have to tear it up, and then you end up with like mozzarella chunks, which like I don't know. That's an option. It's a decision you can make,
Yeah.
and it's not going to offend me.
Yeah, you could do that if you wanted to. Again, though, like mozzarella on pasta is kind of strange, but I guess that's fine.
Mozzarella is a tricky proposition to put in pasta because you're basically asking your pasta to turn into a big lump.
It'll turn into a big lump, and you will be unhappy.
Yeah, you need, if you're going to add mozzarella to pasta, you need to find a way to, like, almost, to either, like, completely separate it from the pasta, like a la like a lasagna.
You could just top it, I guess, but that's it.
Yeah, you can top it.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, like,
mozzarella is for, like, putting on bread and stuff. That's what it's for.
yeah, it's good for that.
Yeah, you can make a
It
pizza.
is good for making a pizza. It's good into panini. Any panini
Yes.
is better.
You could just eat the mozzarella. Pretty tasty.
You can just eat mozzarella. Sometimes I will just buy like full moisture mozzarella,
Yeah,
And
that
just,
sounds
like,
great.
snack on it.
Like a
Yeah,
nice
it's
ball
amazing.
of mozzarella, and you slice it up, and then you just maybe you put it on a tomato slice. That's really good.
Yeah. Or sometimes you just like have a single slice because it's time for bed and you're hungry.
Oh, here's a good song about the chocobos.
Okay, and don't eat anything juicy while you're driving. Like that is just a tip from me to you.
Just don't eat while driving. Like, try not to do that.
But if you do, it can't be anything that can spill.
That's fair. Yeah, that
Like if it has a liquid within it, so like a juicy burger is a no-go. Fries, maybe. You can have dry fries.
if you're gonna eat a burger in a car, make sure you're American, and then everyone will understand.
Yeah. Like get it from like McDonald's or Hardee's, so it's dry as shit.
Right, right. Actually, McDonald's would be a great place for that, because then you won't even be tempted to eat the burger in your car, because you will throw it away after purchasing, and it will make
You'll eat a single bite and go, oh, right.
I forgot.
Oh,
It's not just
it's
for-
McDonald's.
This is why I haven't been to McDonald's in a year. Okay, and then you throw it out the window.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's not just for health
yeah.
reasons I don't eat at McDonald's. It's like, oh.
I don't eat at McDonald's because their food is trash. Right. Duh. So yeah,
wasted
you can run into
power.
the Midgard Zolom here, and it's a a super tough enemy that will kick your ass at this point of the game.
But it has a
it's
really good
terrifying.
skill to. It has a really good enemy skill.
It does have a really good enemy skill, but it'll probably kill you before you can use it. You can come back later and fight one, and then you can get it later. But this is what it looks like, and it's like, oh, Sephiroth is fucking badass because he just destroyed a Midgard Zolom by himself.
He just crucified a snake.
How do you even do that?
It was lonesome. It doesn't even have arms, but he did.
I
But tell me
think
it's
that's
not an
enough.
oven,
I think that's enough
except for
Final
babies.
Fantasy VI for or Final Fantasy VII for one day. I've almost played like 6 hours of it. So
That's
Oh my
fair.
god.
That is a lot of Final Fantasy.
in one day, yeah, that's quite
That's a
bit
lot
of
of
Final
fantasy.
Yeah. So
Gotta go
I'll
back to
see
it.
everybody later. Probably not tomorrow though.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. Bye.
Adios.
Bye.